Hi everybody, it's Gia. Welcome to my channel, or if you're returning, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I would like to talk about something that we all have to deal with on a day-to-day basis, and that is decision fatigue. So if you've not heard of decision fatigue, it is literally just what it sounds like. It's so many decisions we need to make throughout the day, so many choices, so many options, that it just burns us out. And this is such a common problem in today's society because we are just inundated with so many options for so many things, and our brains can't handle that many options. Instead of there being just a couple of options for us to pick from, we are inundated every single day with all these ads and all this messaging about what it is we need to buy, and we just get so overwhelmed by all these decisions that we have to make. Like, we need to make thousands of little micro decisions every single day, and they slowly start to build up, and we end up just getting burnt out and fatigued from all of these choices and decisions that we need to make on a day-to-day basis. And so many of those decisions are not even important in the big scheme of things, but they're still decisions that we need to make. Because we now have all these options lined up and all these things we're told we need to find a solution to. We need to figure out what it is we want to buy. Like, what's the brand we want? What's the clothing? Like, it's all these different things, and we are told that we need to somehow make these micro decisions, but like hundreds or thousands of them every single day. And we just do this day in, day out. Like, I can nearly guarantee this morning, unless you have a capsule wardrobe or you've somehow minimized your wardrobe that everything goes together, I can pretty much guarantee, particularly if you're a woman, that you stood in front of your closet for a good maybe 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes, just trying to pick an outfit to just wear for the day. And you had so many options. Like, you woke up and you went, well, I don't know what to put on today because I have so many clothes in my closet. Because the way society is designed is to give us constant options of things. And the human brain is not designed to be able to cope with that much stimuli coming in every second, every minute of every day. Like, back in the day, you'd have your corner store and you just have a handful of options of the same product to pick from. Now it's just shelves and shelves and shelves of pretty much the exact same product in a different packaging, and we're then somehow meant to figure out what the best product for us is, and we're just getting brainwashed. We're paying more for the same product just because someone said this was a better one, but it's the exact same product. So my solution to that, and the way that I kind of implement things into my own life, is to just try to minimize those little tiny decisions as much as possible. That's why things like minimalism are so helpful, because it takes so many of the options that we don't need out of the equation. It just gives us the bare basics to work with, and then we make do. We decide this is what we're going to do, this is what we're going to eat, this is what we're going to wear. But it's not these multiple options that take so much time and energy to come up with a decision for. And society keeps telling you, you need this thing, you need this thing. So of course we're then inundated with suggestions of things we might like, but then it doesn't end because we feel so unsatisfied with what we actually have. We're constantly just looking for more, 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 more. It doesn't end. We feel so discontent with our lives. We're constantly trying to find things to put in places and try to fill some sort of a void. Don't keep wanting more and more things. Like, that's not going to fill the void. That's not going to fill that hole in your life. That's just going to put more stuff in the place and give you a false sense that something is being achieved or something is being fulfilled. It's not. It's really not. You can't fill your life with stuff and things and think that that's going to make you happy, because it won't, because the need to keep replacing and increasing and just trying to get more and more things, it doesn't end because we're so dissatisfied. As soon as you are dissatisfied with one thing and the novelty is worn off for this thing you've just got, guess what? You're going to be looking for the next thing. You're going to be on to the next thing, and it just keeps spiraling and spiraling, and it doesn't really end unless you realize that your peace and your contentment is up to you. Like, you have to decide when enough is enough, or else it just takes on a mind of its own and it starts spiraling and you just can't get enough. No matter how much money you have, how many things you have, the nicest car, the nicest house, the nicest clothes, like, it will never be enough. unless you decide it's enough. And that's where contentment with what you have comes in, because you need to be content. Anything extra on top of that is just a nice little bonus from time to time. But to be happy with the baseline of what you have and not constantly envying and not trying to get more and more things and stuff, like that will make you so much happier. Because what's that saying? Comparison is the thief of joy. And that's so true. Like as soon as you start comparing yourself and your life to others and what they have, like you don't know, like that person who has that really nice brand new car, they're probably thousands of dollars in debt after trying to pay off that car. Like it's all an illusion, it's all a facade. Those people that just bought that nice house on your street, like, you know, you can look at them and go, oh, I reckon they're probably, you know, they've got this job and they've got this much money. These people are most likely in debt and will be paying off that mortgage for a very large chunk of their lives. Like, as soon as you start thinking that everyone else is doing better than you and that they somehow live a happier life than you, like, you are going to get so depressed because you're going to be constantly comparing yourself to them. But you don't know their story. You don't know how much debt they're in. You don't know that their marriage is about to break up. You don't know all these things that you're trying to tell yourself, and you're comparing yourself to these people that you think are very successful. You don't know what their life actually is. You don't know their financial situation. Like oftentimes the people with the nice things are the ones the most in debt. And the ones who are frugal and can save their money are the most financially secure in so many ways. Because these people are not out here spending and spending and spending and spending. These are the people saving and investing and realizing that money and the showiness and flashiness of just things, that's just it. They're just for show. These people are not relying on external validation from other people to be happy. These people are just finding that within themselves and in their lifestyles to be happy with what they have and who they are as people. These are often the happiest people, the people who've figured stuff out, who figured life out and the meaning of it. The people who are not buying into the facade of more, more, more. The people who have just gotten out of the rat race and just realised that what we're fed and what we're taught to believe about society is just, it's a scam. As soon as you realise you're happy with what you have, you don't need to make half as many of those little micro decisions, because you already know what's going on. You don't need to burn yourself out making all these decisions. As soon as you minimise the things in your life and you start to focus on what's actually important, you'll find that this fatigue and this disillusionment starts to fade away. And you can really focus on who you are and what you actually want. Once you realise that stuff is just stuff, you are well on your way to becoming a much more happy and content person. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!